It's time for another episode of This Week in the Village of Nothing Much. I hope you're enjoying these little roundups at the end of the week. I am. I like talking a little bit about the shows. And if you sleep through them and don't hear them, don't worry. This week, our new episode on Nothing Much Happens is called Bike Bus. And it was such a joyful episode to write. I remember after I wrote it and I was talking with Megan, who moderates here on social media for us. She was so excited about it. And I said, wait, it's a real thing. Let me send you some videos. So I encourage you to go look on your favorite app for some videos of Bike Bus, which happens in different school districts all over the world, of people riding their bikes together with students, teachers, family members, friends to get to school in the morning. It's so joyful. So writing that really lifted my own heart, and I hope you enjoyed it too. The encore episode this week is Out Like a Lamb, which is a really nice March-centered episode. You know, probably noticed that a lot of my episodes revolve around weather and the seasons. Here in Michigan right now, it is 70 degrees, but I am no fool. I know that it might snow in April. So you gotta live in the moment with what comes and enjoy it when you can. Our Stories from the Village of Nothing Much episode was about Marmalade and friends at the inn. This was a compilation of a few episodes from a few years ago when the relationship between Marmalade's mom and Birdie's dad was just starting to bloom. They went away for a week and everybody else, four-legged wise, stayed with the innkeeper. And I have a memory of when I realized that this episode I was going to write this, of texting Bob Wittersheim and saying, Marmalade meets the innkeeper. And he just texted back like the mind blown emoji. It felt pretty big to me too. So visit that. You know, if you haven't listened to that show, it is so lovely. And it is like a really nice, calming experience for your nervous system. To just hear some nice stories in the middle of the day, that we read them in a different way. There's lovely soundscape to it. So you're not going to probably fall asleep to it. Give it a try. I just want to remind you to sign up for our newsletter. There's always a little bit of special content in there. I write a little letter each week. We let you know about some special things going on. It's kind of a nice way to connect to the community. And as we start doing some live events, I'd really like to be able to tell you about them, to connect you to those happenings. If you've ever heard me say, you know, that I spent 20 years as a yoga teacher and thought, oh, I'd like to take your class, let's do it. Lastly, in sponsor shout out corner, these companies help us so much. We are so grateful to them. And I personally approve every product. If I don't like it, if I don't agree with it, if I don't actually use it, I don't talk about it. So these are products I actually use and believe in. I love Beam Dream Prep Powder. I just opened up a new bag because I was using the cinnamon cocoa, which I really liked. But last night I had the brownie batter and it was delicious. It's such a nice little sweet treat before bed, so comforting. And then you just sleep so well. You know, people ask me to talk about sleep a lot, and the number one piece of advice I always give is just that you do what you need to do to sleep. So if that means adding something like this, or Bioptimizers, this is another fantastic product, Sleep Breakthrough, if this will get you the sleep you need, or this will, plus the stories, whatever you need, please don't have, I feel like there's some like accidental shame, like you're supposed to be able to just do it all. We live in a crazy world. Our brains did not evolve to deal with all that we are dealing with every day. If you needed a little extra help to wind down and fall asleep, I think that is the most vital thing, is that you reach out and get that help. So I love Beam. I love Bioptimizers. This is a little powder that you mix into your, I like that it's blue, mix into your drink, and it's kind of fruity. And so when I don't want something, you know, like a hot cocoa, this is really nice. It's really refreshing. I take this within a half an hour. I'm sleeping wonderfully. I also want to shout out Moonbird again, which is this handheld breathing coach that you just shake with your thumb over the button, and it slowly expands and contracts in your hand and just leads you through a guided breathing session. Another great tool for soothing your nervous system. It matters that you feel good. It matters that your days have moments of peace and that your sleep is solid. These things matter. So I hope you can feel that from all of us on the Nothing Much Happens team, how earnestly we are working for that for you. I think a world in which people sleep and can have some calm, steady moments in their mind is a better world, one I want to live in. Thank you very much for being part of the community. If you have any questions or anything and want to drop them in the comments, we will respond. And until next time, sweet dreams.